Money, please.
Like Chuck E. Cheese.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shirley, also known as Backttalk, and I usually do anything Disney, but today we are in Shanghai, China. I wanted to walk around with you and show you the places that we visited while being here, starting with Jing'an Temple, a Buddhist temple. It is open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. It costs 50 Chinese yuan, which is approximately $6.90, and I say it's worth the trip. There are many places around it that you can visit, and you can do this in a short amount of time, so it won't take your whole entire day. They also have this fun aspect where you get to throw coins for good luck or to make your wish come true. And although it sounds a little disrespectful, it is something that the people here do. They even have machines where you can scan your WeChat or your Alipay and get some coins out so you can try your luck. I was very lucky, as you will see here in the next footage.
How hard do you have to go?
Her wish was to be the first one to make it.
You really got granted, huh? I want to show off my brother, and you did it. I hate you so much.
Don't worry, he doesn't actually hate me, but I did show off my brothers. Nearby the temple, you will have the Jing'an Park, where they actually have a lot of food vendors, which is where we got the candied fruit. We also went to the Jing'an department store, and there's another mall nearby where they have high-end stores and all sorts of stores, but we actually went just to use the restrooms, and I ended up buying 2 pairs of socks. We also encountered this model. If you are interested in booking him, let me know. Next up, we have Yew Garden, which is a 14-minute car ride or an hour and 20-minute walk, so definitely a car ride. We were able to book some car rides through, I want to say, the WeChat app. My brother was the one who got them for us, and we went over to the garden. Now the garden is only open from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with the latest entry being 4 p.m. and the price is 40 Chinese yuan, which is equivalent to $5.52. Unfortunately for us, we went a little bit after 4 thinking they close at 4:30, but make sure that you go before 4 because that's when they do the cutoff. We still checked out the stores and the decoration for the dragon year, but we were very sad. We did go to 7-Eleven and I took pictures because I couldn't believe my eyes, where you can just spike your drinks. How wild is that? But this area was really nice. There was a lot of tourist spots. There was a lot to eat, a lot to shop. So if you didn't make it to the gardens, it's still worth coming and just checking out the environment, the atmosphere, the food, everything in between. Speaking of food, we did check out Taco Bell really quickly. I have to check out Taco Bell wherever I go. This was not a hit. I would skip. Moving from there, we went over to the Oriental Pearl TV Tower, which is a 41-minute walk or a 10-minute drive. So again, we took the 10-minute drive and we took this picture. You will see a bunch of people doing this, so we stopped and did it too because we saw a lot of locals doing it before we headed over to the Disney China flagship store, and this was walking distance and I was in love. So of course I had to film some of it because this is a Disney channel for the most part. So this is a flagship store that they have here in Shanghai Disney, and a lot of the merchandise reminded me of merchandise that we have here in the States, but they also had very unique merchandise, and I was able to get some footage for you to show you some of their unique merchandise. Let's start with this Winnie the Pooh. It's so cute. If you haven't seen my haul, I ended up buying him and a couple other little Pooh and friends, and I got some in Japan and I got some here, and I wish I would have gotten more. I'm not gonna lie, I regret not buying the entire collection because when will I get the chance to do that again? But when you're there and you have limited packing space and you already purchased so much, you have to make sacrifices. One of my favorite things about the store were obviously the decorations. If you look up, there was plenty to see. It reminded me of Shanghai Disney in their attention to detail and how everything was in sections and very on theme. We also really like these mystery toys. Another regret of me not buying more of these because my mom got obsessed with them, and when you compare the prices there to here, they are so much more expensive here. So make sure you buy mystery toys toys if you're into those there because they were cheaper. They also had such strong plush game. I know that sounds so weird, but for some reason the plushies in Japan and in China are so much softer than ours. If I could have taken them all home, I would have. I would have taken an army of cats home with me. But like I said, it is very on theme. Every corner is like MCU, princess, mystery toy, very well organized. So much to see. I feel like compared to other flagship stores that I've been to, this one was the most detailed and the most beautiful. It was also kind of packed, as you can tell, and they also had some unique merchandise like these little poos I hadn't seen before. They also had normal merchandise that you would find at Shop Disney, which is now Disney Store, and of course these keychains. These keychains are huge in parks outside of the US, and I'm not sure if Disney Paris has keychains, but they are so strong in Japan and in China. Everyone just has keychains on their bags and their fanny packs. It's just such a big thing. So people had multiple keychains on themselves. I am obsessed with it, and I was also obsessed with this one. I ended up not buying it, and now as I'm editing this, I really regret not getting Lucifer because it is such a unique bag. I just didn't realize like when will I wear it. But overall, I would highly recommend you go to the store, especially if you like Disney, and it has a really nice view. Next up, we went to a Huangpu River cruise, or the Bund cruise. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you much about ours because my brother booked it and it was a very last minute decision. We went on the very last cruise of the night, but there are many options. If I Google it, I saw options as cheap as $16 through Klook, which I will link below. I have used Klook before in all of my travels for Japan or China, so definitely recommend looking at Klook. But there was also more expensive ones if you wanted to include food or tea or other beverages. So yeah, there's plenty of options. I would highly recommend doing it. This was a great way to end our night. There was a way to pay for VIP, which means indoors. We really just wanted to be outdoors, enjoy the weather, enjoy the water, enjoy the scenery, and just take it all in. There was chairs outside, and it was really quick. It didn't take that long of a time. We didn't completely freeze, which is good because I thought we were gonna freeze, but I would highly recommend. It was such a nice trip for us to do. And finally, I wanted to include our review of the CitiGO Hotel in Jing'an, Shanghai. We did a walkthrough and a review so that you could see it. My brother actually, fun fact, ended up having to quarantine here when he was moving to China for a while, so he knew the place very well, and he said it was weird being back. He did not miss it that much, but he really liked the hotel and the people here, so that's why we booked back with them, but it just brought him back memories. But the hotel was really nice. It was really small, but bigger than Hong Kong, believe it or not. If you haven't checked out that one, you should check it out. But yeah, you had all of the amenities necessary. Of course, you had slippers. I love that the hotels in China and Japan come with slippers. It's one of my favorite things now. It comes with a hair dryer, a towel, of course, your wash hands. We saw a lot of soaps that it was like wash your hands and your face, which is interesting. It came with little amenities, which is also my favorite thing about the hotels out there, where they come with toothbrushes. If you haven't seen my hauls, it's one of my favorite things about the hotels there. Fun fact, I did not pack a single toothbrush for 2 weeks out there because I knew I was gonna get them at the hotel, and I was right. So I didn't pack a single toothbrush or toothpaste, and I actually regret packing shampoo and conditioner because their shampoo and conditioner is so good. I never had a problem with theirs, so I also wouldn't pack that in the future. And I wouldn't pack house socks because almost all of them provide slippers. Almost all of them. They had a nice feature here where you could play with the lights and play with the curtain and look at the outside, although we didn't really have that much of a view, but it was really nice and really cozy. And if you're looking to a way to sleep in, it was very nice. They also had a TV, which we never figured out how to use. We tried, we really did try to use it, but we just could not figure out how to use the TV. But that is okay. I had my iPad, so we just watched the movie that I downloaded, and here's me playing with all the light features. Moving on, here is the bathroom where you could actually see a person's shadow a little bit. It was kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I was sharing the room with my husband, but it would have been a little bit weird if it was, you know, with friends, or I don't know. Just so you know, it's just a little bit odd. My brother's bathroom was a little bit more spacious, but they had a bigger room, so they didn't have the same problem. But it was still really nice. They came with water and amenities, and that is our hotel tour. I would highly recommend it. Good price, good space. And the next morning, we just met in the lobby downstairs. We ate some really good McDonald's actually. And then we walked a little bit to this cute little bakery that I would go back in an instant. This cake was not as good as it looks though, but I would still go back in an instant. And that is our trip to Shanghai. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see our whole 2 weeks in our trip. And until next time, adios.